Yo, chat, we're back in the YouTube video. Hey, this is the animal-based diet that 10X'd my life. So if you're a Jeffrey, you're eating shit food, you're eating McDonald's, fucking Pop-Tarts, Doritos, fucking chips, you're done with your life. You feel like shit, you look like shit, you look in the mirror and you see your fucking fat-ass jelly rolls and you're just truly done. This animal-based diet is going to change your life. So make sure you guys are paying attention because I eat this, meal every single day to double my T, to have me feeling 100% about my life. I have high energy. I just got done tanning my balls outside. I went on a walk after I ate my food. High test. Do you want to be high test? Do you want to have a place to live in? Do you want to feel good about your life? So it starts with what you're putting in your body. If you're eating shit food, you're never going to succeed in life because your brain can't even function with all that processed bullshit that you're eating. So listen up, pen and paper, write down this stuff so we can get you fucking jacked and shredded and have you feel like the ultimate 10 version of yourself. Let's get straight into it. First off, I'm gonna start with the protein. I eat this protein on a regular basis. Ground beef, that's the go-to. Every micronutrient that your body needs. And then also steaks, like ribeyes, sirloin steaks, make sure it's grass-fed. Try to get grass-fed. That's the best one, But those protein sources are amazing. I recommend you eat grass-fed beef every single day. If you really want to get beefy in the gym and you want to feel like the top 10 version of yourself, because all the nutrients, all the iron, magnesium that's in the beef is going to help your hormones and help your testosterone be to the peak, maximum level of yourself. Even our ancestors used to hunt, reflecting back on them, they had high testosterone. They weren't fucking beta males. They weren't fucking waking up with little mini in their pants. Their chick were on their fucking cock after they get a hunt because they actually hunted and they actually put the work in. It looks like you're not putting the work in. It kind of looks like you're fucking eating Pop-Tarts in the morning, fiddling your cock. So listen up. The second one is eggs. I eat around 10 eggs every day to double my T. I know eggs are expensive, but where I'm living at, bro, I can get a pack of 10 eggs for like $2. So I'm going to be eating a pack of 10 because I'm a big dog, I'm 6'2", 215, fucking jack. After you get your eggs, you should definitely eat 4 eggs every day if you're just starting out. Eggs are just amazing, I recommend you get the pasture-raised eggs, Don't get the white eggs because the white eggs are kind of bullshit. Your eggs should be brown, Back in my hometown, we have brown eggs from our chickens. It's naturally meant to be coming out brown. They're not meant to be white. The government dyes the eggs, dyes them, making you a pussy. It's that simple, Jeff. And then after that, if you want a quick drink, I recommend you start drinking raw milk. Raw milk's amazing. Raw milk's gonna double your T. You can actually get the micronutrients in raw milk besides processed milk. If you're eating processed milk, bro, you're gonna get acne. You're gonna feel like shit. You're probably gonna be shit in the toilet because that milk is fucking processed, bro. Anything that is processed that you're eating is ruining your life. So after this video, you're cutting out all the processed bullshit, bro. Okay, after that, a quick snack that you can eat at work. I was actually eating this shit at my shit 9 to 5. That's why I was the most jacked dude at my 9 to 5 because I was eating my fucking protein. Everybody else in there were just Jeff's average 4s walking around. So if you want to be a 10 and stand out and actually escape the rat race, you should be eating sardines every single day. They have around 13 to 17 grams of protein. It depends on which sardine you get. Micronutrients, omega-3s, everything that you need to have your testosterone high as shit and have your chick wanting your cock 24/7, Jeff. It's that simple. After that, you need to go in with salmon. Salmon is amazing. I like salmon more than sardines, no cap. Salmon is 10 out of 10. Put some butter on it, put some lemon on it, get your seasoning right. It's that simple. Salmon is amazing. You should definitely be in salmon. Then we're gonna go to like good fat sources. And you guys are probably like, yo, Julian, you missed chicken, you missed turkey. Bro, I usually eat that with my chicken and rice. I'm trying to get big. Bro, I don't really eat any of that shit. I try to get my micronutrients. I try to double my T to have me feeling 100%. Chicken and rice is not terrible for you. Of course, you're gonna get big eating that stuff. But if you want micronutrients, if you want to double your T, grass-fed beef and steak is gonna be the best option for you. Red meat, eggs, cholesterol is gonna double your T and have you feeling like a fucking top dog alpha. have you feeling like a king. If you're eating your little chicken, you're going to have a little chicken in your pants, Jeff. So take some notes. Hey, good fats. We got coconut butter, coconut oil, ghee, beef tallow, you should be cooking all that stuff. I just got done putting coconut oil on these fucking abs and then tanning my balls. That's how you know I'm doubling my T. What are you doing? You're sitting inside on the game, watching Netflix. You wonder why you wake up depressed. You wonder why you're fucking stuck in your head. It's because of your habits, bud. It's that simple. Okay, beef tallow, cooking that's great. It's basically just beef fat. And then ghee is a great source. Coconut oil, you should be cooking and all this stuff. And then, of course, grass-fed butter is great fats. That's usually what I use is butter. And then another good fat, avocados. We have Brazil nuts. I usually eat avocados. Good magnesium, good source of potassium. It's great for your body. And then Brazil nuts, if you want to wake up with big cannons in your pants, Brazil nuts are going to be great for you. It's that simple. You're getting selenium in it, and you're getting good fats, and you're going to be doubling your T. You should be eating 4 of those every single day. Or you can start out with 2. Just make sure you're not eating too much of that, because you can also get poisoning from selenium if you're eating too much Brazil nuts. And then egg yolks, we already talked about the eggs. You want big eggs in your pants, start eating your eggs. Raw milk, raw milk is good fats too. Now my carb sources, these are the carbs that help me 10x my life. So dates are a great carb, good fiber. If you want to have a crazy pump, you can have a date. Raw honey, I have this before my workouts. Honey is amazing. I love honey. Raw honey, your chick likes my honey too. It's 10 out of 10. That's how it 10x my life. Taking honey before my workouts, or putting honey on my meals, or taking a spoon of honey before I go to bed so I can wake up with an absolute pull in my pants. Then after that, fruits like oranges, bananas, blueberries, strawberries, mangoes, tangerines, my big dragon fruit in my pants. There's a whole bunch of fruits that are great for you. You should definitely be eating your fruit. That's a great source of carbs. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fruit is. Let me see what you're eating, Jeffrey. Just make sure you're staying away from any of that candy bullshit. Are you going to eat a man-made processed fucking candy? Or are you going to eat God's candy? Jeff, use your fucking head, Jeff. It's that simple. Raw milk is a great source of carbs too. And potatoes and white rice. Those are my go-to carbs with my meals. I either eat potatoes or white rice. It's usually my go-to. So hopefully you guys are just taking notes and start implementing all these foods in your diet. And let me know if I missed anything that you guys like, and then I might try it out, but some of you guys are just Jeffries in here. Just let me know what you guys are struggling with in comments. Like, why is it so hard for you guys to eat clean? Why is it just difficult for you to stick on a plan and stay motivated on a diet that's going to 10x your life? So hopefully you took a pen and a paper, started writing down the stuff that I was talking about, and started making meals that are going to benefit your life, And if you have no structure, there's going to be no good outcome. So number 1, you find a structure, you find a plan on what you're going to do. I already have a plan on what I'm going to eat tomorrow. I already know I'm going to double my T. If you have no clue what you're going to be eating and you're just going out through your shit 9-to-5 job, you're walking around fiddling your cock with Jeffries, you're just going to fall in the trap of eating shit food. I almost had this happen to me. I'm walking after break. I'm getting ready to go back to work, right? This dude offers me a fucking Cheeto. He's like, yo, 1 Cheeto won't hurt. I'm like, bro, I don't want that bullshit, Jeff, because I know what's bad for me and I know exactly who I am. I'm a king. I'm not a fucking Cheeto skinny fuck. It's that simple. So it's your choice. Do you want to hang out with the Jeffs? Do you want to stay in your shit 9-to-5? Do you want to have no plan? Do you want to have no mission? Do you want to look like shit and feel like shit? You don't? Follow these meals, make a plan, and go execute it to become the ultimate 10 version of yourself. It starts today and it starts now. Why not you? Why not you out of your family that makes a change? Why not you that succeeds on the upper level? You can do it. You just got to believe in yourself and start taking the action, chat. It's that simple. If you're struggling with a vision and struggling for a purpose, then you might need the ultimate 10 to help you out. Because I'm here with a vision. I'm here to help out everybody that I can. Because I was in your shoes. I was in your position, eating shit food, fucking off at my 9-to-5. I wasn't fucking off, actually. I was eating the meals. I was working out, but you are definitely fucking off. I can see it in your face, Jeffrey. Look at you, Jeff. So do you want to change right now, today? Like and sub, and I'll catch you guys later. right there.